Sci-Fi.
It's not like it's on the fucking second.
It has to be. I'm German. Everything has to be down to a point.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Me.
La 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 la.
Welcome to a new episode of We Are Not Here to Please You. And it's episode number 15.
Apparently.
My name is Rafael Novak and with me as always,
It's Arsu. As
D2.
usual. Yes.
Always remembers me when you say R2, D2.
Bleep bleep. Fuck you.
Well, that's a nice start.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It sets the tone.
Yeah. Well, let's get this first thing, our contact info again out of the way.
And our contact info is as follows. You can find us on Twitter at WANHTPY. And that's under that you can find us on iTunes as well.
And you find us as well on Stitcher under our complete name, We Are Not Here to Please You. And under the same name, we are as well on Facebook.
And our email is wearenothertopleaseyou@gmail.com.
For any suggestions, ideas, submissions.
Yeah.
And all the previously mentioned things you can find on wearenotheretoPleaseYou.blogspot.fi, our headquarter, our watchtower. There we are again.
Yeah.
Same drill every time.
Yeah.
But I guess we're on a good moment here to start that podcast. I mean, we are full of energy and...
Yes, well rested and raring to go, lost for words, and yeah, I've been sleeping like shit lately.
Me too, sir.
Okay, so
I haven't slept proper in a week.
yeah, I
mean-
don't know what's going on because there's nothing that should,
I bet it's the government.
it has to
It's
be.
always
It
the
has to
government.
be. Yeah, they're fucking with our sleep.
I mean, already the prep time, what you can call it, preparation, what we do for that show. Basically, what we did in 2 hours, you could have done in 10 minutes. It was us just mentioning something, and 5 seconds later, like, what did we talk about?
Yeah.
So you guys can right now expect like the highest quality and how to English.
Yeah, we're terribly sorry.
I'm not. Right, I'm Finnish, I'm always polite.
Yes.
Why don't you move right away to Canada?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, eh?
Mm.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Should we just start easy in and just give us a short rest and drop the soundbite for this day in history?
Suppose so.
Yeah, let's do that. This day in history. And this day in history we have...
What do you have?
Yeah, again, like we said, we are not good with words today, somehow.
I think that says Copernicus 1473.
Yeah, I think
Whatever that means.
Well, he was that dude that was all kinds into stars and
Yeah.
stuff. The astronomers.
Was he born that
Yeah,
year? Or,
that
okay.
was his birthday on the 19th.
Alright, nice.
I mean, seriously, how could you have made money back in the day with looking at stars? I mean, wasn't it in that time pretty much like trying somehow to survive and make something productive that you had something to eat?
Maybe. It could be that he wasn't really, on the lowest rungs of society to begin with.
Again, we make great research about things that we
Yes, we know the social status of Copernicus in his day.
Well, we know that he evened out a lot of things in that direction.
Yeah, and all the signs he made.
Yeah,
Really
and the
great
stuff.
Yes, yeah, SARS and everything.
Oh,
And thanks to him, we have all these things that we have now.
and don't forget the stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Where would we be without Copernicus? What a guy.
Big bucket of wind, Copernicus.
Okay.
What else? Was there anything else happening on the 19th of February?
Well, apparently in 1985, the Coca-Cola Company introduced Cherry Coke in cans and bottles. And as a coincidence, I have some Cherry Coke here with me, along with some red wine. It's a good combo, actually. I like it.
That already says that you bought high quality wine.
Yeah, from the bottom shelf, which usually denotes the. They're organized in the same way as the social status.
Yeah, pretty much. But mention just on the side how much this cheapest wine cost.
This was about €6.90 something.
Yeah, and that's basically something what might be in a paper bag in Germany, the same wine for like 80 to 90 cents.
Yes, but well, this is Finland for you.
Yeah.
We tax the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, but
Because apparently that limits the people's desire to drink these things.
have you ever been out here on any given weekday in the evening?
I have. And again, they're actually suggesting some more higher taxes for alcohol.
Of course they do, but that's anyway not going to go through.
Yeah, probably not.
By the way-
And the silly thing is that they're actually still, to this day, trying to sell it to the people with the line of, this is the best way to reduce alcohol consumption. And somehow Finland isn't even in the lead in the European Union on alcohol use per capita, even though we have the most insane taxes going on. I think Norway has more expensive alcohol than Finland, but that's about it. But yeah, they keep telling us this every fucking year, and somehow the people just don't seem to get it. They're just not, or actually they are, and they're not. I don't. Yeah, fuck it.
Well, what I hear from that, we should record the next episode with adult juice boxes. You know what is an adult juice box?
What is an adult juice box?
You know the 4 liter wine boxes?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just put a straw in it. It's an adult juice box.
Oh, that's good.
We should try that.
3 to 4 liters of fun
Yeah,
in a box.
it's juice technically.
Well, yeah. It's just been sitting in the cellar a bit too long.
I wouldn't say too long, I would say
Just
the right
the right
amount.
time. Yeah, okay. Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, but there we go. Something else going on the 19th?
There has the best birthday of all time. It's the birthday of Bruce Wayne, the Batman itself.
Who is not actually a real person, but
Stop it, sir. He is. Can you prove that?
in your dreams, maybe. In your wildest, wettest dreams.
The baddest is absolutely real.
Yeah. So is that the reason that we're actually...
Maybe.
Yeah, the reason this episode isn't coming out on the normal date, but 2 days late, just so you could have this day in history with Bruce Wayne in it.
Yeah, I might have fault on that I decided to postpone our episode for this simple reason. Yes.
Just, conveniently happened that it's going to come out 2 days
I mean, it was an accident and technical problems, and that's why we had to postpone it.
Yes, understandable.
Come on, how can I not commemorate the birthday of the greatest person ever lived?
Who didn't even live?
Yes, he did. Okay, let's move on from that. If you don't believe me, fine.
I was expecting something else starting with F, but I'll go with fine, thank you.
Well, I kind of have to make a confession. I might have cheated on you.
Oh.
I might have done another podcast. And I did it good. I did it I lasted like a champion. I did that podcast for like an hour.
God damn, man.
Yeah, I was...
I can't bear to look at you anymore. Who are you? I don't know you. You're like a stranger now.
I did it with the No BS podcast, our good friends over at No BS.
Well, your good friends, maybe.
Not anymore yours?
Yes.
No, but our good friends at nobspodcast.com, I was a guest there, and well, we basically talked about cultural differences from the point of view of Americans and, well, Europeans.
How did that go then?
Well, first of all, it was freakishly weird because it was like 9 o'clock in the morning for me.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
And it was like midnight for them, so it was a bit later for them to record, so they were tired, and I was tired that it was
early. 10, 11 hours time difference?
9 in that case.
Yeah, okay. Well, still.
It was still a bunch of fun, definitely. We also then resulted the title of the episode, like, Boobs versus Violence.
Okay, well that sounds rather promising, I'd say.
Yeah, it's about the concept, like, how you can depict in media in general, like, violence or nudity compared to the two areas. We had a lot of laughs, and I really stumped at guys a bunch because they just couldn't wrap their head around about certain facts that can be actually true.
Okay. I'm sure you have some nice bits to share with the rest of us who weren't there because of things.
Well, you can listen to it easily on, again, like I said, nobspodcast.com, and it was, let me short check, episode 32, Boobs versus Violence.
Okay. Well, I shall find out what you did with those guys.
Can you bear to listen to me on another podcast, not with you? Well, but it might be a recurring thing. We had so much fun that we're going to definitely repeat it, so...
Yeah, maybe I'll join in at some point.
Yeah, maybe if you next time around.
Make it a foursome.
Yeah. And we also talked about, of course, gun laws. And how I basically, after their description, broke it down to a one-line explanation, what is quite amusing, I would say. So definitely check that episode out. Well, we have anyway their banner under our post, so you guys find it easily on wearenotheretoPleaseYou.blogspot.fi.
Yeah.
So what do we have else for this fine day?
Well, last time we talked about the Super Bowl.
Of Handbag.
Ah.
Oh my god, I watched it. I had first of all a damn media blackout because I didn't want the game to spoil. And that's where you learn how much social media and in general internet usage you have.
Yeah.
If you block that stuff completely out.
Well, yeah. It's quite a lot, actually.
But in this moment you really realize it.
Yeah.
Because you can barely do anything with your tablet. And
Well, yeah, the first things I do when I wake up in the morning is basically brew some coffee, boot up the computer, go on Facebook and whatnot, and yeah, that's usually the way the day starts, and continues, and then onto Reddit, and then the evening comes, and I have to make some food.
Yeah, the PC is a time machine. You turn it on and suddenly it's evening.
Yeah.
Well, my mornings are basically coffee, sitting on the sofa, putting some cartoons on, and while the cartoons are running, I check on my tablet the social media stuff.
Yeah. But now you couldn't.
I couldn't. It was pure hell. So actually I watched the game because, well, we are a few hours later than them. The game would have been here like at 2 or 3 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I watched the game at...
So you recorded the thing and...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Let's go with that answer.
Yes.
Let's go with that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way you did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I DVR'd it.
Yes. Good for you.
And then I watched the game literally at 10 o'clock in the morning. What is actually a freakishly odd time to watch such a huge sports event, final game.
Yeah, when you say that, it kind of somehow makes me think of like a Christmas morning or something. In a way, I don't know why, but like you're expecting this big thing, and you get up fairly early, and then it kind of starts to build up and everything. And
I definitely had that feeling, even when I didn't plan on watching it early in the day. I was still excited about the game itself because
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the Super Bowl always. I haven't missed the game in I don't know how many years. And I was excited, but I still plan to, like, after Tia goes to bed, that I watch it in the evening, but I somehow couldn't wait that long.
Okay, but so you watched it then anyway.
Well, and what I learned basically, I didn't know that you can show rape that detailed and then in such length on American TV. Oh my god, that game was just rather boring towards the end because it was like, I think Seattle won like 43-8.
Okay. Even if I don't really know anything about the game, those numbers still tell a story, which
So
is quite clear.
basic concept, if you make a touchdown, you get 6 points. Then you have to kick afterwards, what is 1 point? That are 7 points.
Yeah.
A field goal is 3 points. So I think it's... There's,
But still, there's enough of a difference there to really tell a story, I believe.
Yeah, I think like the first time where they got any movement, Boston, when they got anything on, I mean, was like in the Boston, Denver, damn it. That Denver got any movement on was like in the third quarter. Before that, it was, they didn't move the damn inch. I have to say, like, Seattle had a great defense, but I wouldn't want to be the damn fucking Denver Broncos because, like, Manning especially, like, he thrown 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
You have no idea what it is, huh?
A lot of sportsing went on.
Yeah, sportsing went on. Well, he thrown 2 interceptions, basically. It's your turn, and you throw a ball, the other team intercepts it in the air, so the ball possession changes up.
Yeah, and it's like a attack and defense kind of thing. You go back and forth, and
By the way, the game started already so amazingly great. Yeah, basically the first starter and the snap back, that the quarterback is supposed to catch, and then...
the thing that we all see in American high school films all the fucking time.
But the best thing what happened, basically they make the snap, and apparently he had no fucking idea what was going on, because basically the ball was flying like past his head and he was only going like his hands up. I just mimicked that to him, and that was
I'm sure you saw how funny he looked.
Yeah. And that was already how the game started.
Right.
In retrospective, it was kind of already an omen for the whole damn game.
Oh, yeah.
And I was really rather disappointed in that game overall, because there was at no point that I worried about the result whatsoever.
Okay. So it was not that interesting in the end, basically.
Not really anything after halftime. You kind of knew this thing is in the bag.
All right.
So to say, let's hope that there's next year a better one. But I'm still glad for Seattle that they won. But by the way, they lost in the many bookies and so kind of complained because everybody was of course betting on the Broncos.
Right.
Because they was the high favorites. Nobody actually counted with that this Seattle can turn anything.
Yeah. But how did they do so suckily then?
Well, first of all...
Suckily is a word, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, their offense stunk. And their defense wasn't the best either.
But how did they make it that far? If
I
they're the
have
last
no
two teams standing,
That's why you usually have in the Super Bowl a super exciting game, because
you'd expect the teams to be rather even, seeing as how they've made their way to the fucking top. But apparently that doesn't work all the time.
that reminds
That
me.
sounds like some kind of government conspiracy plan kind of thing. Maybe they were drugged.
Or paid off.
Yes.
Who knows? Too bad that the staring that when we make this conspiracy staring against
It doesn't make a sound.
But
we need a sound bite for that.
Yeah.
For the staring. Something like the Hypnotoad from Futurama, maybe.
No, but that just reminded me on one thing. Bruno Mars make the halftime show. I actually skipped the halftime show.
Okay.
And with the guest...
So did he have a nip slip?
I don't know. But they...
Oh yeah, you didn't see it.
Yeah, the Red Hot Chili Peppers make the guest appearance there.
Yeah.
And apparently the music came from tape. The
Well,
voice was live.
Yeah.
First people started bitching about it then, and then I read that actually like the organization forced them
Yeah.
to have it from tape. So that no mistakes can happen.
Yeah, well, I guess that's kind of typical for events like that.
But that's bullshit. I mean, Paul McCartney didn't do that a couple of years back. But there hasn't been a good halftime show in years.
Yeah.
Really in years. Like last year was one of the worst ones ever with Beyonce.
Okay.
I mean, I
Well,
don't
didn't
care.
that raise some kind of controversy still?
In what way?
I don't know. It was deemed offensive or whatnot. But then again, it's the
What's
United,
not offensive?
It's
these
the United
days?
States, yeah. So and anyone can get offended by whatever.
Anything. No, but like, well, I hope next year might be a better thing going on. So, I'm still have to catch up on the Super Bowl commercials because they're not running in here like what in the States, and the Super Bowl commercials are the best part of the Super Bowl.
The very best part is the commercials.
Actually, it is.
I watch the Super Bowl for the ads.
You know, you pay a couple of millions for 30 seconds, you know, so...
That's some expensive airtime.
Yeah, but... I mean, this year broke the record. I don't know how many people watched, but it was, again, a record-breaking amount of number.
Right.
So it pays off, and especially for that event, they try to make it clever, funny, and
Oh, yeah.
that it sticks. So Super
Well,
Bowl
it's-
commercials are always really good.
Well, it's more than a sports event. It's like an institution, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So yeah, it's...
And not only in the States.
Yeah.
We had in Frankfurt Super Bowl parties, not the home parties, I mean, in that one concert hall.
Yeah.
So there was a whole hall full of
official
people.
things.
Yeah, with a really big video screen
Yeah.
and everything, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I suppose, if you like that kind of thing.
Well, I went there one time, and that was like till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, did they show the adverts as well?
No, it was from the German page
So,
station on the big screen, and so like, sadly
so you
not.
missed the best part still.
Well, but I didn't have to pay to get in, I won it in the raffle.
Right.
And ironically, it was literally like less than 100 meters away from my workplace. I had to go the next morning to work. So it felt rather silly to drive home at 5 o'clock in the morning just to return at 9 o'clock in the morning to the place that was less than 100 meters away from
Yeah, I
there.
can imagine. But yeah, so but nothing as such went wrong apart from the game not really being that interesting.
Nah, not really something, anything
So it
medical.
was like the organizing went well and everything.
Yeah, there was no blackout like last year.
Yeah.
Remember last year was the complete electrical blackout? I guess not.
Can you hear me rolling my eyes?
Yeah. Hey, everybody expected after the lights went out that Bane appears. No, you have my permission to die.
Well, you were expecting that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Wait, and you were foaming at the pants.
By the way, I think that seems to be pretty much the sporting edition of our episode.
Yeah.
By the way, especially amusing because you're the person that I know so far has the least knowledge of sports, of a male person that I met.
Yeah. Not that big on sports, I must admit.
Yeah, the only thing that you know about sports that that one team tries to sports really good and scores lots of sporting points.
Yeah, and then the other team does the same and
Tries to sport more points.
yeah, even more sporting happens. Yeah, this is all thanks to a webcomic named something or other. Vector Belly.
Yeah.
You can find the link on the blog.
Yeah. Yeah, write that down.
Yeah,
Like our memory works, so...
it's not gonna work. So
No, but definitely, I mean, I like the sports stuff, I like the superheroes, and somehow you don't like neither of these things.
yeah,
Like you did some Batman and sports stuff. Well, Was that now all we have for sports, or do we have still anything going on there?
As if. Have you noticed there's another sports thing going on at the time? Perhaps, maybe somewhere around the world.
Might it be somewhere in Russia?
Could be.
In motherland.
Could be that there's the Winter Olympics.
Didn't he, by the way, did he not pick like that one spot in Russia that doesn't have snow right now? I heard something about that somewhere as a joke.
I've not really heard of that so much, but I have heard quite a lot about how...
Where was the Olympics now? In what city?
Sochi.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear how you pronounce it, because it's...
Yeah, I have no fucking idea. Actually, if I were... I think... Hang on.
What are you trying to do? I'm not sure if he's having a stroke or if he's thinking.
Sochi.
Let's go with that.
That's my rendition of it.
So,
anywho, yeah.
But
I've heard quite a lot of stuff that doesn't really work.
Why?
So
it's Russia. Everything is organized through and through. I would expect it would run perfectly.
Yeah.
So you are telling me there were mistakes and stuff not working out?
It's not working out.
It's not working out.
No.
We're still using that, apparently.
Yes. Wait.
I never should have told you that one joke.
Well, we're trying to make it a thing. Don't ruin it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's gonna be a meme on the internet someday.
Don't be a twerk.
Yeah, and then we're gonna make lots and lots of monies.
Yeah, monies. No, but just to state, I have not watched anything about the Olympics so
Neither
far.
have I.
And I also haven't read anything about it. So anything you are telling me right now, I have no idea yet about.
From the very few sports that I possibly could follow, none of them really fall into the winter category that they have, because it's obviously the Winter Olympics. So
they have no snow jerking off?
Sadly, no, that's not in the Olympics so far.
Yeah.
But I'm lobbying for it.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, but not...
How else could I?
Yeah.
But yes, anyway, they had the opening ceremony, for example, just yesterday, I believe, at the time of recording yesterday. And they had this fancy thing where these star-like structures open up into the Olympic rings. Apart from the one ring that didn't really open up at all.
So they basically dissed the continent.
Yeah.
Without naming the continent.
Well, yes, we tried to find out if the Olympic ring... It was actually news to me. I just learned today that the Olympic rings...
represent each continent.
The 5 continents. But sadly, they are not...
Hey, I teached you for the change something.
It was off air, but let them believe that happened.
No, but I teach you something off air.
Taught, actually.
No, Mr. Fancy Words. Yeah, keep on going.
Yes, sadly, the rings are not set for any one continent. So, sadly, there wasn't a bigger message going on. It was the red ring, though, which should have opened and kind of failed. And red being... yes.
They're definitely communistic red.
Typically the Russian kind of thing, so I guess it tells you something.
Well, maybe there was an underground group that maybe tries to lobby against communism and manipulated the red ring.
Obviously, it was the capitalist commandos.
It was definitely not the government in that case.
No, obviously not. But yeah, that's kind of only the starting point.
But are you telling me after that there were more mistakes?
Oh, and how?
But usually the communists like to plan everything out to the fucking millimeter.
Yes, and everything goes to plan, and people work so diligently towards the common goal. And
well, they're getting paid in vodka, so...
yeah. But apparently there are still some roads that are kind of unpaved in the Olympic Village. So
So here you go. It's not done, but well.
yeah, it's close enough, I suppose. And another thing was the hotel rooms that they've built, the complete hotels apparently for the media. They're not really so much complete as you'd probably like.
So what does that mean? Do they not have doors or no windows or no electricity?
Well, I have here some funky things going on, but basically there's a doorknob missing on the door, and then there's a guy with a doorknob which doesn't really...
Do anything?
It's not really attached to the door anymore. And lighting fixtures are not that fixed to the roof, actually. And there's no water. And
What's that brown stuff there?
that's the so-called water that's been restored.
Oh my fucking god. I thought it might be whiskey or something.
It looks like piss, actually. Doesn't it?
Yeah, now that you say it.
It's cloudy and yellow. And it's apparently dangerous. Very dangerous.
Really? You really need
The
somebody to tell you that brown, yellowish, cloudy water might be not good for you?
The front desk says do not use on your face because it contains something very dangerous.
Well, that's good what you want to have on your normal water supply sources in your room.
Yes, yeah. There's not really any water, even in bottles, but they have loads and loads of gin and vodka, I'd imagine.
Well, that's good with me.
Yeah, it's got some water in it. It's only 30-something% alcohol anyway, so
Yeah.
the rest of it is water. So,
Yeah, so you can definitely use
so
that.
just drink 2/3 of it.
And the rest is for washing.
Yeah, what are you crying about?
Yeah, stop being a little bitch and grow up.
Please do not flush toilet paper down the toilet. Put
What?
it in the bin provided. There's this kind of sign on the toilet. In
Why
the
why
hotel.
the fuck not?
I guess the plumbing doesn't really work that well.
Okay, so what? So nothing actually works. You have no running water, basically.
Yeah.
What is not toxic?
We've got some images here of urinals that don't actually have their pipes attached to anything. So take a leak there and...
But how can they do that? Because if you host an event like that, you are representing your country to the whole world.
That's the kind of thing you'd imagine, yes. But at least
Everywhere's a picture of Putin.
there's a picture of
They had it to
Putin.
Putin it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that didn't went well.
You kind of sucked at that.
Yeah. So fuck you. Try to do it better.
Yeah.
So any other mishaps there?
Well, obviously they've also been exterminating loads and loads and loads of stray dogs because apparently they are some kind of a menace to people.
In Russia they eat dogs actually. Because it's quite common there.
So it could be that they're just selling them as burgers.
Yeah. No, but actually
on
it's
the stadium.
I knew a couple of Russians definitely say like it's quite normal to eat a dog. So it's nothing special for them.
Yeah.
But I also hear that somebody tried to hijack a plane to the Olympics.
Yeah, I heard about that as well.
But I just read about it when I was on the way to head over, so I didn't have any more time for
yeah,
that.
but considering what we said before, why would anyone want to go there? I could imagine someone hijacking a plane out of there. Like,
Get me out of
yeah,
here!
get me the fuck off this place.
But how long can Russia sustain anymore in that way?
I have no idea.
I mean, no, at least now after that, I mean, they try to hold up an image over the years, but come on, that is beyond hurting.
Yeah. And then, of course, I think the biggest thing still is the fact that they are so fucking backwards on the sexual minorities thing.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't it like that it's illegal to mention in front of minors any gay-related topic?
Yes, you're inciting some sort of, I don't know, What is it? Come on. The words.
What are you trying to tell me?
What are you? Oh. So, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's unnationalistic, unpatriotic to.
Well, that took you quite a while.
Well, you know where I'm coming from.
Say the word again.
From the land of no sleep. Anyway.
Yeah, you can get locked up for that shit in there.
Yeah. And the mayor of Sochi was apparently very proud of the fact that there are no gays in our town.
Well, there are actually a couple of Middle Eastern countries that say they have no gays in their whole country. I call bullshit on that one.
Yeah, but it does seem that, well, we mentioned the German footballer earlier.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 episodes ago. Yeah.
Who came out, and it does seem that it's a big thing for some reason. The whole, especially
in sports.
Yeah, the gay thing in sports. Why is that? I can't really imagine why, but then again, I'm not an idiot.
I just remembered one thing that I read this morning, like just a few days ago, one actor from a German soap opera came out.
Yeah.
And now that I know that he came out, I was like, yep, I can see that. Not that I thought before, but apparently in that few days he actually got assaulted in between just because of that reason. So I don't get it. If you're in any kind of media light, it's somehow you are not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Apparently, unless if you go super flamboyant about it and make a brand out of it.
Apparently, you can't just normally be gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a Finnish Olympic level swimmer, Ari-Pekka Liukkonen, who came out as well. And he's the first.
So he came out of the closet and jumped into the pool.
Yes. You just wanted to make that crappy joke.
Yes.
No, but he said that he wanted to start a broader discussion in connection with Sochi because it's sad that the legislation in Russia restricts the human rights of young people, but or people in general. But then again, it's not just Russia because this ignited some sort of a controversy in Finland as well. And somewhat connected to this, there's a researcher in Finland who's been studying sexual discrimination in Finnish sports teams. And she's been, this has been some time ago anyway, but sent questionnaires to team leaders to various sports teams in Finland. And the idea was that they would share this questionnaire with the athletes, and then she'd get the replies and could, compile data. Huh?
Without names? So
yeah. But instead of the team leaders actually distributing these questionnaires around, they just reply to her directly, "We've no gays in our team, so this doesn't really concern us." Like they just knew right off the bat that this is a very, very heterosexual team that we have here, so no gays around here. Doesn't really bother us, no.
But how long
doesn't go on?
How long does this stupidity still keeps on going on?
I really have no idea. But somehow sports seems to be the final bastion of, heteronormativity.
I'll try to say that 3 times quickly.
I won't.
But it definitely does seem like that.
Yeah. And I'm kind of...
And that is a place where a bunch of guys shower naked and beat each other with wet towels.
Yeah, and pat each other on the butt and whatever.
And on the prostate.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's later on at their homes.
That's something else, yes.
Yeah.
Something you saw on the internet, possibly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I
But yeah, what's the thing? I mean, is it like...
How was it? I accidentally landed on gay porn on the internet. Well, that was the worst half hour of my life.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, what are they afraid of? Is it like, well, that guy's patting my ass for real?
Yeah. It's just...
Yeah, and like we all know, what the gay guys are doing, they're just wanting to fuck every goddamn guy ever.
Don't you know how, like, you drop something, you pick up, God damn it, against somebody, fuck me in the ass, you know?
Yeah, it just happens constantly.
Yeah.
You can't be too careful. There might be someone...
Just trying to slip into your anus.
Yes, constantly. Every second of the day.
Yeah, but it's really fascinating, like you said, that it's really in sports that dominating, apparently. Because our sport is manly and...
Yeah.
I would argue, especially in topics of like football, they know how to handle a pair of balls.
Yes. Maybe they're just no. Kicking balls, no. Yeah, I can't figure out why. But
well, I guess it's gonna take the sports is still back in the 1920s apparently. So I guess it's gonna take the sports world at least another 15-20 years before they catch up, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's if that's seen as lucky.
Yeah.
But you know where you don't have to worry if you're homosexual athlete, for sure?
Well,
in the Rednecks Games. It's basically the alternative to the Olympic Games.
Okay. Well, that sounds heterosexual.
Well, nothing
wholesome fun for the whole family.
Definitely, and well, they are all related, so even married couples.
So what goes on in the Redneck Games?
So basically they are held since 1996, and they are held like in Atlanta, Georgia. So basically the events include fun little activities like mud pit belly flop.
Alright.
I guess it's something like pool diving. You know?
Yeah, but into mud.
With your belly.
Yes.
I guess it's more about like how high does the mud spray.
Possibly, yes.
Well, seed spitting contest.
Right.
Hubcap hurl. What, like discus throw, I guess?
Yes, I can see that.
And by the way, the next one is my favorite. No, wait, I save it to the end.
Yeah, okay, save it for the last.
Okay, the bobbin for Pig's Feet Fest. I actually saw that.
Okay.
So
it's like apple bobbing, but
pig's feet. Yeah, floating in there.
Sounds lovely. Who would not want to do that?
You don't?
And then?
So, redneck horseshoes. You know the old game where you throw horseshoes around?
I do, but how does this differ from that?
Well, you throw toilet seats.
Okay. Well, there's the difference.
Right there. But now my favorite event.
Yes, let's hear.
Actually, we should Google it after the show.
Okay.
The armpit serenade. How often you were sitting with your girlfriend here together thinking like, I would like if she would serenade me once in a while with her armpit. Just a little bit memories from cats.
Oh God, yes. Why do we say the same thing?
I don't know, because we are tired and we apparently, after spending a few hours together, start to say the same things.
I'm scared now.
Me too. Should we stop here?
I think it's about time.
Yeah, let's just stop that now. So bye guys. Before it gets any worse.
So thinking of the pig's feet in fat guys' mouths. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm Nolan Overton.
I'm Brandon Stedham.
And we're the No BS Podcast,
where you can come listen to our comedic, informational, entertainment podcasts.
Every week on iTunes. Or
and
our website at...
We do have a website?
Yes.
www.nobspodcast.com.
Thanks, and I hope you'll join us. Ciao.